What's going on, guys? It's your coach. I have some insight. As you guys know, I just went on Facebook Live. Well, you probably don't know, but I just went on Facebook Live. Actually, I've been on Facebook Live twice today, by the way. I just want to share some of the thoughts that I've been going through and some insights in some things I want to share with you guys. It's going to be a little bit of tough love, so prepare yourselves. I know you guys are a part of this team because you want to grow. You want to become the best possible version of yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, and you want to build a business that's fruitful, that gives you the opportunities to travel the world and do the things that you want to do, pay off the debts that you guys have, and those things that burden you guys. And that's why you're here, and that's why you're watching this video. So first thing, I made a meditation group, so I want you guys to understand that. That's like my way. Like, I need to become a student just like you guys. Things don't work in 2018 like they did in 2011, 2012, 2013. They're always changing. So I got on Instagram stories yesterday. I've been consistent with that all day yesterday and today, doing Facebook stories, Instagram stories. So I'm working, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm trying to do the things that you guys are doing. My bad for not jumping on that bandwagon sooner. So I apologize about that, but I'm going to figure that out. I need to figure that out for myself, because the truth of the matter is, the past 6 months, I struggled to hit Success Club 10 in my business. I hit it every single month. That's my standard. I've never let it go. But I also, for the past 5 years, have hit Success Club in Gabby's business. So I would hit 10 in mine, hit 5 in Gabby's. And I stopped in about May of last year hitting Success Club in Gabby's business. And I didn't hit it at all. I got 2 points here and there throughout the year. And so, obviously, I'm not finding and attracting people like I used to. So I need to change. So that's what I'm doing first. I am learning Insta stories, and I may suck at it for a while, but I'm willing to suck at it and be not good at it, not quite understand it until I can learn it. So that's what I'm doing, Insta stories and Facebook stories, because Insta stories is what is working for the coaches in the network that are crushing it. So I'm sharing my meal plan. It's not what it, like, the way I'm doing it is like, it's not like normally my personality style, but I looked at some that I looked at, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That helps me understand what's a green, what's a purple, what's a blue. And so I'm doing it myself with my own meals. So that's one thing that's working. Second thing that's working, I'm at Success Club 18 this month and Success Club 4 in Gabby's business. Granted, part of it is because it's January. The holidays over, people want to change, right? So I'll give some credit to that. But I can guarantee you that a lot of it comes from the mere fact that every freaking single day for 10 days, I've done a Facebook Live video telling my experience about my workout and the meal plan. I share my ups, I share my downs. I share when I eat the extra scoop of peanut butter, I share when I don't. I do Insta story yesterday when I was tempted with the fruit smoothie at McDonald's when I took my daughter to get her Happy Meal that she won. Like, I'm showing the ups and the downs every single day on Facebook. I'm not only doing that, I'm taking that and putting it on YouTube. So, like, I'm doing the work. I'm sharing the story, sharing the process, sharing the progress. I'm reaching out to the people that are commenting and asking them. So those are things that I'm doing. I wanted to share that with you guys. But I wanted to share that first and foremost, and that's not the tough love. The tough love is coming right now. First of all, are you doing those things? Are you starting and finishing a program 100% and have the goal to submit your results to the Beachbody Challenge? And are you sharing that on social media boldly without any fear of what people are saying or are going to think about you? That's the first thing to think about. The second thing that I want you to really think about, and this was the insight. Oh, here's another one. So you guys can understand my thought process. The group I just formed for meditation, guided meditation, and a support group for that came as an idea that came to my mind. It came to my mind a while ago. It came more clear today during my meditation, during taking care of myself, where I realized, like, hey, if I can transform people for free, I don't care if they're coaches, I don't care if they're with Herbalife, I don't care if they sell stretchy pants or bracelets or lipstick, I don't care. If I can help them transform their life by sharing more openly my life through meditation and helping them learn that concept, they're going to see the workouts I do. They're going to see the nutrition plan that I do. They're going to see my routine, and as I help them transform there, they're going to want to dive deeper in. So that is my thought process. That's my way of creating a community of people that I want to help. So I'm telling you guys things so you don't have to guess. Like, what is Scotty doing to find people here? What is he doing to attract people? That's what I'm doing, okay? So that's what I'm doing with the things I already mentioned with 80 Day Obsession and Facebook Live videos, Insta Stories, and Facebook Stories, and creating that group. So that's what I'm doing. My coach did not, here's what I'm going to say. My coach did not tell me to do those things. My coach did not suggest, hey, you should do these things. Right? I had that insight by being present on a team call for every single week, listening to what's working, and then taking the time to slow down and step away from everything in a meditation and say, okay, what do I need? Like, shut out everything. What do I need? What is going to connect people to me to where I can help them? So that insight for that group came about in my daily meditation. So guys, that's one thing right there. The other thing is this. I was thinking about, the thought came to my mind during my meditation today, especially after listening to Catalina's call yesterday. Catalina, like, she brought so much joy and energy, and she made me laugh more than ever, saying, like, I haven't even tried cocaine. I'm from Colombia. Like, she was having fun and just being herself. And that was one thing that stood out to me. That's so important, that you have joy and you have fun and you take yourself serious. I could tell she takes herself serious, but she doesn't take herself too serious, right? She takes her business serious, but doesn't take herself too serious. And as I was listening to her share a couple things, she was sharing that she didn't have an upline. And it made me think about the past calls that we've had. And we've had Ashley, Z, and Catalina. Next week we have Veronica. And we have many others. And there's this thing that I'm seeing in trending. She said, I don't have a sponsor coach. Like, my coach doesn't exist. She later found out she had an upline up there somewhere who plugged her into trainings. And basically what her upline did, she said, watch Scotty Hobbs' videos. And she watched my videos along with some other coach videos. And she freaking built a rock star 5-star diamond business. And it didn't come overnight. It's been 3 years. And she stayed at diamond for a year. So she had everything that all of us go through in a journey with a business. But she didn't have someone to tell her, do this, do this, do this, do this. She took incentive and said, I'm going to build this freaking business because my husband, I don't want him to be at work anymore. I'm unfulfilled in my degree with law and work, and I hate it, and I want to change it. And so she took everything and she just began applying it. And she became disciplined in her time. She set apart her time, and she just went to work and just has been crushing it. And she gets up at 4:30 in the freaking morning, right? And she already works from home. She does Beachbody full time now, and she still gets up at 4:30 a.m. And she doesn't have a sponsor coach. What I want you guys to know about my coach, Lindsay. Lindsay doesn't have a sponsor coach either, and she's considered like the best coach in the company. She helped create and bring into the business the coach that brought in Melanie Mitro. She brought in me, Shay Stanford. All of these amazing people that you guys look up to came from one person who decided to do it without a sponsor coach because they had a strong enough reason and a why, and the opportunity was in front of them, and they worked their butts off every single day. Okay? So many of you guys probably don't know this, but when I signed up as a coach, I expected that hand holding. When I signed, I knew I needed to do the work because I researched it for 8 months. But I signed up. I remember I didn't have internet in my house. For those of you guys that don't know, I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have internet. I didn't have TV. I didn't have a smartphone. And so what I did is I went to my neighbor's house and I did my Getting Started Right call. I did my coach training from his house, and I busted my butt off and told my story to every single person that I knew. But here's the thing. I called Lindsay. It was like the day after I signed up. I'm like, okay, what do I do? I need to make $10,000 so my wife doesn't have to work anymore. We talked about that, and she said, I can't promise you $10,000, but I promise your income will be a direct reflection of the number of lives that you change. Okay? The number of lives that you change. And so that day I decided, if I want to make money and build a business, I have to change the lives. Lindsay doesn't have to change lives for me. I have to change lives. And I made that decision. But here's the part of that story. I've told that before, but here's the part of the story that most people don't know. Okay? You guys have heard the story. Like, I was working 12 hours a day, 5 to 5. I had my kids, 3 kids under the age of 3 by myself every single night. I would put them to bed at 8, and I would work from 8 o'clock to midnight and get back up at 4 o'clock and go to work. So I slept 4 hours, guys. So if you're like, oh, Scott, you're so lucky, this life. Guys, I struggled harder than you can ever imagine for 14 months. There were times I never said I would quit. I'm not a quitter. But there were times when I didn't feel like I could take another step forward. And so forth. But here's the thing about that call that nobody knows about. I don't think I've ever told this part of the call. I'm on the call with Lindsay talking about these goals. You know, she tells me your income's going to be a direct impact of the number of lives that you change. And she said, oh, by the way, because one of the things that inspired me is she earned that trip that she talked about in the National Wake Up Call this week, where she got to go to Cabo because she was the top 3 Success Club point earner. And like, I wanted somebody that was driven, that knew what they were doing and knew what they were talking about to lead me. So I was following that journey. I watched her win that trip. I signed up when the time is right on April 11th, 2011, when my fear of not knowing how to take care of my family became greater than my fear of failing as a coach. And I went all in. And on that call, she said, oh, because I'm wanting this, a little bit of this hand holding, right? But I get this moment where I understand that it's the number of lives that I change. The work that I do, the work that I put in, the sacrifices that I put in. And in that moment, and Heather, I see this, I'll save this video and put it into Team Dynasty. In that moment, she says, oh, and by the way, tomorrow I'm leaving to Cabo. So you can't ask me any questions because I'm going to be unplugged. But if you have any questions, there's Coach Relations you can call, and you can ask something in the team page. You know what I did? I asked in the team page. I shared in the team page, hey, oh my gosh, I found my first customer. What'd I do? Oh my gosh, they signed up. I'm at Success Club 2. This is freaking awesome. I absolutely love what I'm doing. And I did it on my own without her. And I think that is one of the best things that could have possibly ever happened to me in this business. The second greatest thing is she did an incentive program. She did in my second month, she had the thing. The top Success Club point earner of her personally sponsored coaches would get $100. She just did this promotion. And she had 2 prizes. The top Success Club point earner for the new coaches and the top Success Club point earner for the veteran coaches. Guys, I was the top Success Club point earner that month with like 18 points. This was back in 2011 in May. And I called her, and I'm super excited. Hey, can I have my $100? And she's like, I was like, hey, does that mean since I am the top in the whole team and your top personal sponsor, I get $200? And she's like, no, you do not get $200. We need to give that gift to somebody else. And she kind of called me selfish in a way for wanting that. So she was strong with me in that aspect. I don't know how to explain what that did for me, but it set boundaries for me that I didn't expect and didn't deserve really anything from her, that it was a blessing, that one thing that I got. So it was a blessing to me in a way that she was not there the first week as I jumped into this business, because it made me take responsibility for that. So I'm going to encourage every single one of you guys to take the advice from Catalina from yesterday and just watch, just see what I do, guys. I have 3,000 videos on YouTube. Like, I don't want you to share those videos with your prospects. Like, I go to Summit sometimes, and I get stopped in the hall after speaking to a group of 8,500 people, which sometimes I'm like, how the heck did I even do that? Sometimes I get on a video like I'm doing right now, I'm like, how did I even know what to say? Like, I'm still like that, guys, but I come out of that meeting at Summit, and sometimes I'm stopped for 2 hours, and people want to shake my hand. They come up, oh my gosh, this video about sacrifices helped me. This video, you don't know how much it means to me that I watched your 10 things to do every single day, and I got organized, and now I'm a 3-star diamond, and this has completely changed my life. Thank you. And you know what I tell to every single one of those people is I say, I'm grateful that you shared that with me. You're welcome. And they take a picture and whatnot. And what I say is, you know what? And I say, here's what I need you to learn from this lesson. Your sponsor coach should be getting this praise from the praise that you're giving me should be going to them. And the problem why they're not where they should be is because they're making me your leader instead of leading you. So I don't want you to make that same mistake. They're sharing my training videos with you, so you look at me as the leader. You came into the business with them. They're your leader. So when you bring people in, you need to lead those people. Like, yes, it's okay to share videos here and there. Like, I'll share a Jennifer video. I'll share a Brigitte video once in a while. But 95% of the time, it's going to be me teaching you guys, because you guys connected with me in some way. So take that lesson that you guys need to teach your people. So guys, it's just so simple. Every time you learn something new and somebody else in your downline in the future, a customer, a coach, is going to need that information, train them on it. Teach them on it. When the new coach office came out, I was like, oh my heck, how do I get into that share a cart thing? So I get on there. Okay, there's share a cart. This is how it works. Okay, perfect. Put up the screen recording option. And I get in there and I say, hey guys, I want to teach you how to use share a cart. It's because I didn't ask Lindsay how to use share a cart. I didn't ask Carl Deichler how to use share a cart. I went in, I tried share a cart, I learned it, and then I taught it to other people. And I do that with every single thing. How do you, a new coach says, let's say Mark, a new coach says, Mark, how do you someone wants to buy Shakeology from me. How do I do that? What link do I send them? And usually I'll send you a video because I made that. And then for the most part, people share that video on and on. Why don't you make that video for your coaches? Let me teach you how to create a link for Shakeology. You go to Team Beachbody Coach Link Generator, choose USA, Canada, or UK, click the country they live in, put in your coach ID, hit the submit button, and then go to the Shakeology tab, hit that, copy that link, and then send it to your prospect. That will connect them to you. And make a video showing people how to do that. Guys, it's time to take ownership. If you guys, I've met so many coaches that have become elite or have left their jobs and they're not a part of this team simply from watching my videos. You guys have that same potential and opportunity to create leadership. And that leadership you don't just pop up and magically become a 5-star elite diamond one day and be like, okay, shoot, now I gotta create my own training system for these people. It starts when you get your first customer and you start training them on how to access their meal plan, how to access Beachbody on demand. And why don't you streamline that and make videos for them and teach them how to do that? That's the way, guys, that you are going to build the business that you want. It's not gonna take leaning on me and counting on me for everything. Granted, I understand and know fully well that it's important that we stick together, that we have fun, that we lean on each other for support, emotional support, encouragement, recognition. All of that is important for us to be a team. But a team isn't won by the coach playing the game. A team is won by all of the players using their talents and skills and abilities to the best of their level every single day. And I'm not saying by this, I don't want you to ask me questions. That is not the case. I want you to ask me for advice. I want you to learn how volume on this leg works, volume on that leg works. But once you learn it, you need to teach it to other people. So guys, I know I have a little call I got to get on right now, but that was my insight today during my meditation of what I needed to say to you guys and to this team. If we want to become a superstar diamond team, and if we want to become an elite team, that's what's going to have to happen. So thank you guys for bearing with me, and I love you guys so much. And I'm so grateful for these programs. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I have to have this platform and to have you guys trust in me as your leader and to be able to just share with people my life. And I want you guys to share your gift with others too. I love you guys, and see ya.